Welcome to part 3. In this part, we discuss on the color panel, how to get familiarized with the different sections on the color panel, how to create specific and desired colors you want, and also how to pick colors from your canvas. Now let's dive right into it. So what I'm going to do first, I'm going to select my ruler. Then let's say a sunflower should be nice. Okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. Then the leaves. Okay, let me zoom in a bit. Okay, let me give it a little bit more detail. Okay, so heading to the color panel, you click on this color to take you to the color panel. Now we are at the swatch section. Here you're provided with default colors for you to pick your desired one you want. They're already preloaded, so there are a lot of colors and different categories. You have the basic, sketch, retro, animation, different and fun, many of them for you to select. If you head on to the value, here you have many options to play with. You are given a RBG console, and you have to also increase or decrease the hexadecimal, or you can also play with this opacity to give your color a brighter look or a darker look. Then we have the harmony. The harmony is very simple. You add on to the color you want. It's actually like a reverse kind of color wheel. Then you can also increase and decrease the opacity of what you want. Then if you go over to the classic is just like the value. You can select the color you want from the spectrum, increase or decrease the opacity, and then you are given also another black and white value here. Then you can also increase the brightness and the darkness of that specific color. If we go over to the wheel is the most basic and simple one to use. You just drag the wheel to the color you want. If I'm going to give it a purple, no, let's say green. Okay, green. Then there's a small wheel inside the wheel for you to increase the lightness and the darkness of this particular color. Then they are given another value here to increase the opacity, to make it more transparent or totally opaque. So let's head over to the swatch section. I'm going to select on a category of let's see, okay, pop. I like pop. I'm going to go with this lemon here. Okay, then I head back to my canvas. Then I'll give this a lemon color. I head back to the color panel again. Then I'll select a neon magenta. Okay, yeah, I like this one. Then give this color, and I'll head back again. Then I don't have a darker green, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go head over to my wheel section. Then I'll pick with my eyedrop tool. You can do that by selecting on this tool. Then I head over to my canvas and I pick whatever color I want. So I'm just going to move this and pick the color I want. I'm picking this lemon to make it darker. So I'm going to bring this a little bit down. Yeah, the green is nice. Yeah, I think this is nice for the stem and the roots of the flower, and also for the leaves. Yeah, that's nice. So that's on the color panel. Now before I go, let me do a little recap on the color wheel again. Now this is the wheel section. You have the large wheel, the inner wheel, and your transparency wheel. The large wheel is used to select that specific color you want. If it's a red, a blue, or green, or orange, whatever color you want. Then the inner wheel is used to make that color light or dark. Then the third wheel, which is the transparency wheel, is used to make the color a little bit transparent, or you can make it fully transparent, or you can make it fully opaque. Then the classic section is also similar to the wheel. First of all, you select the color you want from the spectrum by dragging this value here to the color you want. If it's a green, blue, pink, red, whatever color you want. Then you have the additional two values to lighten or to darken this color. Then you can also use the second value to do the same, but it's like a greater value. Then you have the harmony. It's like a reverse. Once you spin this, the opposite, the larger one becomes your specific color you are going to pick. So if I'm moving this to the color I want, the other value will be the opposite of that color I want. So if I'm to get a blue and I want to use a yellow for another part of the flower, I'll just select the other value given to me. Then I can increase the lightness and the darkness of this color I'm on. Then heading on to the value section, you are given a lot of options here. You can specify the color using hexadecimal if you are familiar with hexadecimal coloring. Let's say if I go to an F2954, I'm going to have a orange color. I can increase the lightness and the darkness of this color. I can also do that with this second value to increase the intensity and the contrast of this color I've chosen. Then I also have the ROVG value to play with. You can play with these values at any time. Then I can also increase the opacity to 100, or I can make it fully transparent, or I can make it halfway transparent. I'm going to keep it fully opaque. Then you have the swatch section where you are given default colors for you to pick the one you want. You can also select a color, and or let's say you can also create your specific color from the swatch section by clicking on this plus icon here. Now I've created my own color palette. I can edit this anytime I want, or I can delete it by sliding this to the left and delete this if I want to. So that's basically how to use your color wheel. Hope you've learned a thing or two concerning the color panel and how to create your specific color you want to pick color from the canvas. Remember to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you get notified anytime I drop videos like this. Thank you for your time.